So Mark, if I can ask you a question,
Sure.
from my own personal knowledge, and I'm out there looking for my dream home, why wouldn't I want to use a realtor to help me find my dream home?
Well, actually, I don't know if you intended, but you actually asked a slightly different question from buyer agency. So I'll answer that, and then I'll add on why you actually would want an agent working on your behalf. You could certainly research the MLS and go and make your own appointments and go around and see homes listed by the brokerage and the listing agent. At that point, though, you'll be speaking to an agent whose fiduciary interest is to get the best price possible for that homeowner. As a matter of fact, their hands are tied. They have to do that. They signed an agreement with the homeowner that wasn't just a contract to list and sell the home, but to actually work in their best fiduciary interest. Many people in New York State think, as they become more and more familiar with the agent that they perhaps have chosen to help them make appointments, to help learn their tastes and be their eyes and ears, that that agent is working in their best interest. That agent should, by New York State law, licensing law, disclose, though, that they're not, unless they're engaged contractually as a buyer's agent. And I say contractually because now we get into issues of compensation. But just in terms of having somebody work with you to find you your dream home, I can't think of a reason why you would not want a buyer's agent as opposed to a seller or a broker's agent, somebody who you've engaged to work in your best interest. If you, for instance, were to ask any agent that you're working with who is not a buyer's agent, what should they pay for a home? Did you know that the answer is actually quite strict? Because by New York State licensing law, if they are not a buyer's agent, they are bound to say to you that the homeowner will take full asking price or anything above. And if you ask again, but what do you think the home is worth? They should be specific in their answer, that they can't give you an estimate of value other than what the homeowner is asking. If they're not doing that, then they're practicing a little something that we call, or that the New York State Department of State calls, undisclosed dual agency. And they're walking a fine line and risking their license. I prefer everything to be above board. I prefer you to know that I'm working on your behalf, and I prefer the other side to know that I'm working on your behalf. I still have years of negotiating skills, and hopefully a few people skills thrown in there to put the homeowner and their representative at ease. We're not looking to steal anything from them. But then again, many homeowners, in fact I would say most, are looking to get more money for their home than it's really worth on the open market. As a matter of fact, I would even say the listing agents would welcome a buyer's agent who comes in and very clearly, very cleanly, in black and white, demonstrates to their client why the buyer that is now considering their home really thinks that it's not worth quite what the homeowner is asking for it. We can do that with comparable sales. I'm not allowed to provide comparable sales to a buyer to whom I don't have a fiduciary best interest to. The information is out there, but then it's a question of interpreting it. That's a whole nother layer of experience and understanding that comes with somebody who is either familiar with that local market or certainly familiar with how to interpret closed sale information that's just black and white on a computer somewhere, maybe with a few color photos. Bottom line is, I can't think of a reason, Jennifer, why you would not want to have an agent work with you, and then further, and absolutely, a buyer's agent. Somebody who you've gotten to know because they've demonstrated their knowledge of the area, their knowledge of how to do business, and then they've had a chance to get to know you. You can do this in a meeting, much as we're doing now. You can do this in a day. Maybe look at a few properties together, but be aware you're looking at even those properties without them working in your best fiduciary interest. As I said, this is a fuller conversation. It's a lot like a listing conversation, meaning why would you put your home up for market with me directing your marketing? Well, that's a conversation that I suggest you take your time, sit down with whoever your partner may be, if you have a partner in this process, And then once you've done your research, sit down together with me and we'll go over all your questions. I might be able to even direct you to some questions you didn't think of before. But thanks for asking that question. I do appreciate it, Jennifer.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care.